What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. Link will be in the description box below as usual. Go get it. PayPal link there also. They asked me to put it up, so I'll put it up. Thanks everybody for supporting. This video is entitled Committed to Cold Feet. Cold feet is normally considered, when you start getting afraid of something that you ask for. Like people want to get married and they're at the wedding and they run away because now all of a sudden they're apprehensive and they're hesitant and they're backing out of the very thing that they've asked for. This happens more than we care to admit, because when we talk about just the interpersonal relationships with people and even dreams and aspirations, a lot of people are committed to cold feet. Part of this is paralysis of analysis. To me, that's cold feet, because you say you want something, but you're so afraid to actually do it, even though you talked up that you wanted it so much, that what you wind up doing is you just wind up talking yourself into wasting time. You stalling, you filibustering, the days, the weeks, the months, the years away. So you got cold feet. You were confident about it when you talked about it, but when it's time to do it, you're not as confident as you said. People say, they're looking for something real or someone real. And what a lot of people want to have all of these standards and expectations, and they have this is what I need from somebody else. But the part that we skip over is always this. When you meet that person, when that person actually looks at you and you know they're the real deal, a lot of us have ran the other way. A lot of us have asked the universe or God for a certain type of person, and when we got that person, all of a sudden it's too much. I don't want them no more. I gotta sabotage this. I gotta cause strife. I gotta run out of here. I gotta save myself. And then God, that was close. That was close. And then you're like, well, I got what I wanted, but that was a little too much for me. Maybe I'm gonna want something a little different now. And then you get that, and then what happens? You get cold feet again. And some of us don't want to admit that our commitment to cold feet made sure we ran away from the life that we wish we had. Now you're sitting about, if I would have did this and I do this, oh man, I would be in a different place. It's not, and it's nobody else's fault. It's no one else's fault but your own. Because what you did was, the minute something got real, you got ghost. This idea that God is going to bring someone special into my life. Okay, so God brought special people into your life. What did you do? Did you run them off, or did you run away? When everything isn't good enough for you, even though your life doesn't say that. And what I mean by that is this. We say people and situations aren't good enough for us, but at the same time, those people and those situations actually make our life better, at that time. So the results don't lie. You're actually doing better than you've ever been. You're looking better. You're feeling better. You're happier. Your finances are better. And what you don't like is you don't like being exposed to the parts of yourself that you're going to have to change around this person or within this situation that can make you even more successful or make your life even more successful. You don't like that. because it puts a mirror up to you and say, these are the things that you need to change. See, the things that this person doesn't tolerate actually balances out what you need in life, and it's making your life better. But you rebel. You rebel against the very thing that makes you better, because you're committed to cold feet. You're committed to running away. And sometimes this is why people have all these walls up and they play all these games and they try to test people. It's not because, sometimes I've been hurt and I want to make sure that this doesn't happen again, so I'm going to send you through the ringer. Your trust issues isn't the next person's issue. They don't know you. They're just meeting you. So if you're giving them all kinds of changes because you have trust issues from things that happened in the past, and now you're testing them out, what happens when they pass all of your tests with flying colors, hypothetically speaking, for the amount of time that you've been testing them? Now what are you going to do all of a sudden? Oh, we all good. Now I'm going to show you the real me. No, because they're going to look at you like, the real you is who I've been tested by all this whole time. The person that was mean for no reason, that was manipulative for no reason, that was playing games for no reason, because I wasn't playing these games with you. I wasn't manipulating you. I wasn't trying to test you. So I don't know how you think all of a sudden after a certain amount of time, now the real you is going to show up. Because my experience of you is all of these games is the real you. And why does that happen? Because you're committed to cold feet. And then what winds up happening is, even when you set up all of these barriers, right? People seem to forget that, the same walls that you put up that you want people to break down will eventually confine you. And what I mean by that is, I was clowning with a friend of mine, and they didn't like how they don't like the way people treat them now. But the irony of that is, the way people treat them is the way that they taught people to treat them. Look, don't call me unless it's these circumstances. So they say, okay, so that's how they call. Now, people only call me when it's these circumstances. Don't talk to me unless you want to, unless you want to just do something. Okay, I want to do this. Yeah, good. Be straight up with me. Now those people calling, being straight up. Why nobody just call us, check on me and see how I'm doing? Because when people called and checked to see how you were doing, you didn't want that. So now the very things that you want now, you've taught everybody the antithesis of that. The antithesis, sorry. So now what? You got to pay for that, right? Because you're committed to having cold feet. And the thing about that, cold feet will leave you stagnant. And sometimes, the cold feet, some people look at cold feet as a way of having control or power over a situation. Because I can ask for a situation and run from it and stall it out so I could stop it. But here's the problem. Life is going to keep moving whether you run away from it or you stall it out. The time is still going to keep ticking. But since you're committed to cold feet, you're going to stay still. You got cold feet in the spring, the fall, and the summer. It's not wintertime. So you have the ability to actually go into the direction of what you asked for, because a lot of times it's the commitment that scares people. Because if you make a commitment, that means you got to stick to it. You got to stick by it. Your word is on the line. Your reputation is on the line. Now you got to put in effort. And why are most people committed to cold feet? Because if you once you say you want something and now you have to put in the work and effort and commitment to it, all of a sudden, that's what the reality of it is that you never wanted to put in the work. You just wanted it to come to you. You wanted something for nothing. In the minute that you have to put something on the line, I'm scared. I gotta go. And you wind up old, regretting things because you were committed to cold feet. I wish I would have. But here's the problem with that before I go. You regret these things, but you still haven't got over your fear of commitment to anything. So you still got cold feet at an old age. It's ridiculous. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.